What's going on, everybody? Duck season is less than a week away now here in Virginia. So today I want to do a quick video to go over a few pieces of gear that I've picked up for this waterfowl season. Just going to be giving some first impressions, and then I'll follow up with full reviews on some of these pieces of gear at the end of the season. But before we get into this, let me know in the comments section which piece of gear have you picked up for this season that you're most looking forward to using, or you think is going to be the biggest game changer. So to get right into it, probably the biggest change I've got for this season is that I am going to be revitalizing my spread with some final approach decoys. I got their live series Mallards here. I got 24 of these, and I think they're going to be the new workhorses of my spread. They're made out of EVA plastic, which is a material I've used before. I found it to be really durable. I've shot decoys made out of this material before and still been able to hunt them for a couple seasons. And also, you never really see any paint chipping or flaking with this material like you see with harder plastics. They also come with flocked heads for the drakes. They come in packs of 7 drakes and 5 hens. So it'll be the first time I've ever owned or used flocked head decoys for a long period of time. I'll have to try and answer the question sometime this year of, do flocked head decoys make a difference? You also get 4 different head positions with the drakes, 4 different head positions with the hens. You get a couple feeders, like a drinker and some regular resters. And then last thing I've noticed about these decoys is they do have larger attachment points on the keel here than the Avian X decoys I used to use. That used to be something I used to fight the Avian X's with all the time, was getting jerk rigs on and off. So that won't be an issue with these. I've already tested that out. They also have the line clip here at the front, so you can let out a couple feet of line and clip them. To go along with these decoys, I also got half a dozen of the live series black ducks. These are also made out of EVA plastic, and unlike my old Avian X black ducks, these are not flocked, which I actually think I'm gonna like more, because with the fully flocked black ducks that I had, I was seeing continual wear on the back here where the backs were rubbing up against the slotted decoy bag. So I think these are gonna be a really durable decoy. They are a little bit probably oversized for a black duck, which I don't have any complaints about. I think these are gonna be awesome for visibility. Got the same keel on them, so throw out a half dozen of these, a half dozen of the Mallards, and that'll probably get the job done just about in any situation I face around here. I also got my first ever teal decoys. I got a dozen of these HD green wings, also made by Final Approach, and I think these are gonna be perfect for the kayak. I've wanted to get some teal decoys for a while to add numbers to the kayak spread without adding weight, so I think these are gonna fit that role perfectly. They come in packs of 8 drakes and 4 hens, and they also have a little bit of a different keel here. They have a middle attachment point on the keel, so I'm interested to put the motion ducks clip on that middle point and see if you get a little bit of different water motion out of them. I don't know if it'll be better than the front or back, but have to find out about that. The last Final Approach decoys I got are these last pass Mallards. I got a dozen of these, and I'm sure you can probably already tell, but these are some absolutely tiny mallard decoys. I don't know if I've ever seen a mallard decoy quite this small. They remind me of the GHG Hot by Mallards. They're really lightweight, made out of a little bit of a harder plastic, so I think I'm going to be using these out of the kayak a good bit. With them being so light and so small, I can probably fit the whole dozen of these plus some other decoys in the back of the kayak with no issues. Also probably be good for long walk-in hunts, but it definitely makes me ask the question, can you make a mallard decoy that's too small? I don't think birds would notice the difference, but we'll have to find out. I do have one other type of decoy I'm also going to be using for this season. These are probably the most interesting decoy I've seen just in general in a long time. Probably asking, how does this work? Kind of looks like a silhouette, but these are called fold-up decoys, and they live up to their name. I'll show you how they work real quick. All you do is fold these 2 flaps on the side in on themselves, and then run this stake, which is attached to the body, right up through the middle, and you have a flat decoy that turns into pretty much a full-bodied decoy. I've already used these a couple times out of the kayak, and I think they are going to be the perfect kayak goose decoy. Really good for a lot of different situations. You can tie a weight to the front of them here and use them as floaters, or you can stick them in the field and use them like a regular full body decoy. The only thing I don't like about them so far is that I've noticed that they don't have a heck of a lot of contrast in the head here. This is not really as dark as I'd like it, so I might hit this black here with some extra flat black spray paint, but it's a really cool, versatile decoy. I definitely will be getting some use out of them. I got half dozen of them right now, but I'd like to get another half dozen, maybe even another dozen, just to use as a kayak spread. Perfect for the river, just situations where you need to pack light or cut down on the space as well. I also got a new motion duck spreader for this season. You'd have to be looking pretty hard to notice the difference between this and the regular spreader, but this is the shallow water spreader. It can be used in 5 inches of water or more, whereas the regular spreader you needed 12 inches of water or more. And the only difference between this and the regular spreader is that they took the extender arms off, which attach to the 4 main beams. This should be perfect for the swamps around here. I got a lot of spots that are less than a foot deep where we were just having to use the regular jerk rig before. So excited to use this in those scenarios. And I do have another promo code for this season for motion ducks. If you type in Hoke, H-O-K-E, at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. And last but not least, I finally got my hands on some of the high and dry bottomland waders. I wanted these ever since they came out with them last year. Bottomland is my favorite camo pattern. I got the late season version with these, which have 1,500 gram Thinsulate boots. The early season version, which I had last year, have 800 gram Thinsulate boots. So I'll be praying that we get some weather this year where you actually need 1,500 gram Thinsulate boots. But besides that, regular high and dry waders got the Kevlar knee pad, locally owned brand. So excited to work with them again this season. But that's all I got for today's video. If you want to see more waterfowl videos like this, waterfowl gear, I will have some waterfowl hunts right around the corner. I'd really appreciate if you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of those future videos. Hope everybody out there is staying safe. God bless, and thanks for watching.